called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase.
Taking it right down Broadway. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
So here are the Saints to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his third already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave
with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this, where that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at Legend.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cedric Wilson, 42 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. On play action, they'll throw. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more.
And a big one loss here as he's taken down.
Joe Tryon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. He's in the midst of a brilliant campaign through his 40th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive as they start again here, 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here live in New Orleans.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
2nd down and inches. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
That's complete right around the 8. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them.
The New Orleans offense set to take over as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that's caught at the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And they can run the score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead.
to throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Oh, this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for New Orleans, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.